Life has a funny way of bringing people together. Sarah was a single mom struggling to make ends meet, working 2 jobs just to keep food on the table. Across town, Jim had just lost his business of 15 years, watching his life's work crumble before his eyes. John was battling depression after losing his wife, while Kelly faced mounting medical bills that seemed impossible to overcome. And George? He was just trying to find his purpose after retiring from a career that had defined him for decades. They were all strangers walking different paths, yet carrying the same weight of uncertainty and fear. Each of them felt alone, searching for answers in a world that seemed to have forgotten them. But that's the thing about faith, it works in mysterious ways. It started one Wednesday evening at a local church's prayer group. Sarah had dragged herself there, desperate for some hope. That's where she first met Jim, who had wandered in seeking solace. They connected over coffee after the service, sharing their stories, finding comfort in knowing they weren't alone in their struggles. The following week, John joined them, his eyes heavy with grief but his heart open to healing. Kelly came next, brought by a friend who knew she needed support. And George? He literally bumped into them at the church food bank where they had all started volunteering. What began as casual conversations after prayer meetings evolved into something deeper. They started meeting regularly, not just at church but in their homes, sharing meals and most importantly, sharing their lives. They prayed together, cried together, and gradually began to laugh together. Through their faith and newfound friendship, things began to change. Sarah found a better job through Jim's connections. Jim discovered a new business opportunity with George's guidance. John slowly found joy again, especially when helping Kelly organize fundraisers for her medical expenses. And Kelly? The group's combined efforts helped her negotiate her medical bills and set up a payment plan she could manage. But the most beautiful transformation wasn't in their circumstances. It was in their hearts. What started as 5 broken individuals became an unbreakable family, bound together by faith, understanding, and unconditional support. They learned that sometimes God's greatest gifts come disguised as our biggest challenges, and that the people we need most often find us when we're not even looking. Today they still meet every week, but now they're the ones welcoming others who are struggling, sharing their story of how faith and friendship can transform lives, because they've learned that while life's storms may be inevitable, weathering them together makes all the difference. And that's the power of divine intervention, bringing the right people into our lives at exactly the right moment, turning strangers into family, and despair into hope.